Hey everyone, it's me, Beck, with BeckRobbins.com, and your happiness tip today has to do with killing fear. And I know I talk about fear a lot, and that's not to draw attention to it, but to become intimate with it. Because as far as I'm concerned, we're either in fear or in love in any second, in any moment of any day. So, a big part of sustaining happiness for me is always stepping back out of fear into love over and over and over again. And you know you're in some kind of fear if you're feeling poorly. So, fear has a lot of derivatives: shame, guilt, anger, frustration, remorse, regret. They're all children of fear. So, the next time you feel poorly, I'm going to tell you a little bit about a strategy that I've recently rediscovered. I've been going through a lot of new fear lately as I'm expanding outwards into the world. A fear that I thought that I had dealt with in the past, but it looks like there's some other layers down there that I didn't realize were still there. So I was trying all my many fear tactics to try to work it out. And it wasn't quite cutting it. So of course I found myself asking for a new piece of information. And as soon as I did that, I had the same piece of information come to me from 3 different sources. And it was a strategy that I knew about, but I had never really applied. And I'm going to share it with you today because guess what? It worked! So it's kind of a 3-step process. It's very simple. The next time you feel poorly or you feel any of those derivatives of fear, ask yourself, well, what am I afraid is going to happen here? What am I really afraid might transpire? And when you can get honest with yourself about what that is, you can move on to the next step, which is to ask yourself, well, if that really did happen, what would I do? How could I manage that? How could I process that scenario? So what you end up with is a couple different possible strategies of how you might manage that should it happen. And what that does is it gives you a sense of confidence that even if this worst case scenario should play out, that you can manage it, that you can walk through it. Because really what we're afraid of is not what's going to happen, but can we survive the pain? Can we manage the discomfort? And once we have this deep awareness that we know we can, because we know what we would do, then the fear diminishes. And so the next step is the most fun, and it involves 2 words. So what? When you feel that trickle up again, just speak to yourself, so what? And I have a little tool in my toolbox that I use that I actually wanted to show you, and that is something very simple. It is, ta-da, Post-it notes. Post-it notes are the best thing ever invented. While I was working through this fear, I put these so what Post-it notes everywhere so that when I even had a little inkling of it and I would see my little Post-it note, I would be like, so what? It's not a real fear. I know how I would manage that should it happen. So go out, spend a couple bucks on a really cute set of Post-it notes and use them. Use them with anything that you want to retrain your mind to do. So try it out. Let me know how this works for you. Definitely, as usual, leave a comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel above, and I will see you at the next one.